Alright guys, I'm here with my WWE Hell in a Cell 2013 pay-per-view review. Hell in a Cell got off the air about a good 10 minutes ago. I gotta say, overall for Hell in a Cell this year, I thought it was a good show. I don't think it was bad by any means. I don't think it was great, but I thought it was a good solid show from WWE. Definitely better than the last two pay-per-views we've been getting. And yeah, let's just jump right into the review now. Of course, before the pay-per-view started, we had the kickoff 30 minutes prior to the pay-per-view. On the kickoff, we actually had a good panel this time. We actually had Josh Matthews as always. We had Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth, and Caitlyn, who looked phenomenal, by the way. She looked great. And yeah, they actually did a good job, I thought. You know, I didn't mind R-Truth. They actually wore the suit he actually wore in the Hell in a Cell promo and poster, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, good stuff there. We have a backstage segment during the kickoff with Miz bringing the Vicky Guerrero, saying that he wants a match with Bray Wyatt tonight. Vicky tells him, "You're not medically cleared." Miz goes, "You know what? I can't have a match. I'll have a fight." So yeah, pretty much you're thinking, alright, we're going to get Bray Wyatt versus Miz at the pay-per-view. Let's see how that works out. Then we have Josh Matthews interviewing the Shield. Yes, they did a little satellite Shield thing where Shield was holding the camera, you know, the Shield cam, and they're interviewing that way, which I thought was kind of weird. During an interview, Big E, which, oh yeah, by the way, speaking of Big E, it's supposed to be him versus Axel for the Intercontinental Championship on the kickoff. However, Axel got injured. Now, so that match got nixed and got replaced by a new match, which I'll talk about after this, because the match happened after this. So yeah, Big E's on the panel for this segment. He said, Ambrose saying that, you know, the Shield always cheats because it's always 3-on-2 because Ambrose is there, and Ambrose, you know, saying, whoa, wait a minute, you can't be talking crap about me, you're a rookie and whatnot, which, I don't get the whole rookie thing. I mean, Big E literally debuted a month after the Shield did, so that makes no sense. It just, I don't know, whenever they do a whole rookie angle thing, I don't like that. I don't know. Which led to Big E challenging Ambrose for the United States Championship. Ambrose accepted, so we're not getting Big E versus Ambrose for the United States Championship on the show because of Axel's injury. Good job, Axel. Now we got to stuff with Ambrose and Big E, which Ambrose is in the ring, so I mean, can't be that bad. Next, we actually had the replacement match, which was Kofi Kingston versus Damien Sandow. This match is, you can totally tell they didn't know what to do, so they just threw two random guys in there. Sandow's second kickoff in a row. He had a match at Battleground kickoff with Ziggler. Now he's on another kickoff. Poor Sandow. But yeah, this match was just, you know, an average TV match. Nothing special by any means. Sandow won with the "You're Welcome," I guess he's calling it now. He used to call it the silencer, but now he's calling it the "You're Welcome." So, who's calling? Yeah, who cares? But yeah, whatever match. I'm not going to go into details. Just, you know, just a regular TV match. Then we go into the main show. That was the kickoff. Then we go into the actual show itself, which featured a triple threat, which opened with the triple threat match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. Cody, Rhodes, and Goldust versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus the Usos. Definitely a freaking awesome opener. Awesome match as you expect from these three teams. Just flat out awesome. He had a lot of, you know, the one thing I didn't like about this, they had the whole thing where you can only have two guys in at once instead of three for each team. So I thought that was kind of dumb that you have two guys in and you can tag whatever team you want. Just, I don't know, I don't like that. I'd rather have, you know, three guys in the ring than just tag your own tag team partner. That's just the way I like things. But like I said, it's an awesome match you expect from these three teams. Usos look good, Shield look good, Rhodes look good. So I mean, can't go wrong with this. A lot of high flying stuff from the Usos too. There's actually a lot towards the end. The last 5 minutes were just glorious. That was awesome 5 minutes. Just a lot of back and forth action. Just an awesome way to open the show. Match of the night, in my opinion. This was just great. Actually, the sixth spot with Cody Rhodes, where he ended up giving, I forgot who it was. Was it Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns? I forgot which one. He ended up giving him a suplex on the outside into everyone else because everyone was on the outside, you know, scattered. And then they did a huge suplex on the outside. It was a sixth spot. And ending came, Rhodes brothers ended up retaining. Seth Rollins ran into a hook by Goldust, which, you know, then Rhodes hit Crossroads, and Seth Rollins got a 1, 2, 3 to retain the tag team titles. Like I said, just sick opener, sick stuff here. Very, very fun. Next we have Miz coming out, you know, challenging the Wyatts to a fight. The Wyatts get on the screen. Well, Bray gets on the screen, cuts a promo. Lights come back on. Harper and Rowan are in the ring. They're attacking Miz. And all of a sudden, out comes Kane. Kane returned to WWE at this pay-per-view. Takes out Harper and Rowan. They run off. Kane looks at Miz. Miz is like, "Oh, thanks, Kane." Kane's like, "I don't give a fuck about you." Takes Miz. Chokeslams Miz. So, looks like we're getting Kane and Wyatt again at Survivor Series. I wasn't a fan of the SummerSlam match by any means, so I don't know if it's Kane versus Bray at the Survivor Series, then, well, God help me. But, you know, maybe it'll be interesting this time instead of the Ring of Fire. Maybe we'll get an interesting match. Maybe buried alive. I don't know. But yeah, Kane's back. Good stuff there. Yeah, whatever segment. Next, yeah, by the way, I am looking stuff up. I do take notes during the pay-per-view. Next, we had a add-on, which was a mixed tag team match. Fandango and Summer Rae making her in-ring debut versus the Great Khali and Natalya. I'm not going to go into details because probably by the sound of that match, you're thinking it's going to be bad, and it pretty much was. Summer Rae and Natalya actually worked pretty well, I thought. They went at it majority of the match, and they worked pretty good together. And Khali and Fandango, not too much. But yeah, Fandango and Summer Rae picked up the victory when Summer Rae threw Natalya into the ropes and then rolled her up for the 1-2-3, got the victory. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that match. Summer and Natalya, hats off to you. Fandango, Khali, don't step in the ring against each other ever again. Please don't. So yeah, good stuff there. Well, not good stuff, but you know. Next we go into the United States Championship match. Dean Ambrose versus Big E Langston. Another match I'm not going to go into detail about because just honestly there's nothing really to talk about. I mean, it was good. I'm not going to say it was bad, but I mean, it wasn't really anything interesting to watch. It's just, you know, there. Another TV match, I would say, that, you know, TV worthy. But there actually was a spot where Big E and Ambrose collided heads. Both got cut open. From what I read, they each got stitches. I think Ambrose got 8 and Big E got 7, or other way around. I don't know which one. One got 7 stitches, one got 8 stitches, bottom line. So it was pretty nasty, nasty cuts right there. And there's actually a 6th spot where Ambrose is on the outside getting up, and Big E speared Ambrose onto the outside. That was a 6th spot, I'm not going to lie. I don't like Big E, but hats off to him. That was an awesome spot. Damn, that hurt. But the ending came, you know, that spot happened. Big E got in the ring, then Ambrose didn't want to get back in the ring. Big E wins by countout. Big E's like, oh, hell nah. Takes Ambrose, throws him in the ring, hits the big ending, holds the U.S. title up, and yeah, that ends the whole fiasco right there. So yeah, whatever match, but 6th spot, so by Big E, so that's off to Big E. Next, we go on to the 2-on-1 handicap Hell in a Cell match, CM Punk versus Ryback and Paul Heyman. Punk comes out first, and Ryback comes out alone. We're thinking, what's going on? And you have Heyman on those, what the hell are those things called? The lift things where you stand on it and it lifts you up, you know, on the building stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Especially if you saw the pay-per-view, you know what I'm talking about. I'm drawing a blank what the name is, but you know what I'm talking about, like I said. Paul comes out in that, raises him up all the way to the cell, sends up the cell. So we're getting Ryback and Punk one-on-one, a rematch from last year's Hell in a Cell match, or pay-per-view and match. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's thinking, uh-oh, we're getting this match again. And when we got this match, I was thinking, this is going to be something else. And to be perfectly honest, this match was actually good, I thought. I actually enjoyed this match. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, it was boring and whatnot, but I thought it was good. I thought there was a lot of good counters between Ryback and Punk, between each other. I thought Ryback was working pretty well for once. I thought Punk was doing just fine. I thought it was a good match. It was definitely better than the Hell in a Cell match from last year, that's for sure, in my opinion. But I thought it was overall a good match. I mean, it wasn't a great Hell in a Cell by any means, but it was good. It didn't get as much time as I hoped. It only got like 15 minutes around there. So it didn't get that much more time as a match from last year, but it still got the job done in my eyes. And, you know, Heyman just, I don't get the purpose of making this a 2-on-1 handicap match when Heyman was on the cell, just standing there the entire time. He didn't even go in. He just stood on top of the cell the entire match, which I thought was kind of stupid to even make this a 2-on-1 handicap match, because Heyman was managing him. He could have just stood up there anyways. So I thought the whole purpose of the 2-on-1 handicap was stupid. I thought the purpose of it was to keep Heyman in the cell with Punk and, you know, basically have Ryback protect Heyman, but they didn't, so it was whatever. But Ryback looked like a monster, of course, ramming Punk into the cell. They actually utilized the cell quite frequently in this match, so hats off for them. They actually did a thing where Ryback actually took Punk and suplexed him into the cell like 3 times. That was awesome. And they used chairs. They used chairs. I don't know. They used kendo sticks for sure. They got the tables out. I just thought it was overall a good match, to be perfectly honest. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Sick ending. 6th spot, by the way. Punk ended up giving Ryback the low blow, wore the battleground in their match from last year. Puts Ryback on the table and gives him an elbow through the table. Sick right there. And then the ending came where CM Punk hit Ryback in the head with the kendo stick. Well, he didn't hit him in the head, but he hit him, like, you know, shoulder region area. Just upper body, basically. Hit him there and hits the GTS and gets the 1-2-3. Defeats Ryback, and I'm thinking, poor Ryback. This guy cannot catch a break. You would think being put with Paul Heyman, he would start doing things, you know, but no. Ryback's just basically going down the path he was. So, honestly, turn this guy face. At least he was doing something. At least he was over. At least he had fans. at least people were interested in him when he was face. So WWE, if you're smart, you would turn this guy back to where he was at, last year, because at least people are interested in him. Now, just no one even cares about him. So please, do the right thing. Turn him back face soon. Which they won't because they're not smart, but, is what it is. Punk pins Ryback, climbs the cell with the kendo stick, beats the holy hell out of Heyman, hits a GTS on Heyman, and yeah. From where we go from here, I have no idea. Does Punk continue the feud with Heyman? I don't know. Does Punk go on something else? I don't know. So I'm interested to see what happens now that Punk, he basically got his hands on Heyman, but I'm waiting to see if they actually have a match, because I think we're honestly going to get Punk versus Heyman in the future. But we'll see from where we go from here. Next, we had Renee Young interviewing Daniel Bryan backstage. Daniel Bryan saying that because they're in Miami, this was a place where the Yes were basically originated, because that's where, as we all know, the night after WrestleMania 28 is when the crowd just yes the entire night, and Daniel Bryan was saying that tonight I'll get back to the people who started this by winning the WWE Championship, yes, yes, yes. And then we moved on to the Real Americans versus Los Matadores match. Honestly, I thought this match was actually not that bad. I thought it was kind of fun, to be perfectly honest. Wasn't that long of a match. It was only like 5-6 minutes, so I didn't get that much time. But for the time it got, I thought it did its purpose. Cesaro, oh my god, beast. I don't know who he did it on. I can't tell who's who, or do I care who's who. He hit the Cesaro. He didn't hit the Cesaro swing. He picked him up for the Cesaro swing, supposedly 31 times. Cesaro spun so many times. He hulked up. He was getting tired, and he's like, no. He started going again. Cesaro, this dude is money. Money, money, money with that Cesaro swing. He did it so many times. When he was done, he was dizzy. He didn't even know where he's at. Cesaro, this guy deserves and should be a top star right now. Why he's not, I have no idea. Make him a top star soon. Forget Swagger. Make this guy a top star. But, Los Matadores end up getting the win with their finisher. I don't know what the hell it is. They pinned Swagger. That's all that matters. Well, Swagger, you suck, man. Why do you always get the pin for? You make Cesaro lose because you suck. Come on. You suck, Swagger. But yeah, like I said, little match, nothing special, but, Then we go on to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Alberto Del Rio defending against the returning John Cena. And this match was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. As usual, I didn't have my full interest in this match because it's Cena and Del Rio, or it's mainly Del Rio. But from what I was paying attention to, it was actually pretty good. Del Rio was targeting the arm for Cena throughout the majority of the match. Cena was pulling out some stuff I haven't seen him do either ever or in a long time. Like, Cena busted out a tornado DDT. Like, come on, how often do you see Cena doing that? Cena actually had a beautiful drop kick when Del Rio jumped from the second rope. It was actually a really good drop kick. Cena actually did drop kicks quite frequently in this match. He did like at least 3 or 4 drop kicks. He was really going off for whatever reason. It was a nice solid match. Del Rio hit the Insiguri's, working on Cena's arm like I mentioned. A lot of good back and forth stuff, I thought. And they actually put on a pretty solid match, like I said already. But yeah, ending came. Cena wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Alberto Del Rio goes for the cross arm breaker. Cena ducks, picks him up. AA 1, 2, 3, wins the World Heavyweight Championship, and the champ is here once again. 14-time world champion now. Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens now with Cena. I do feel, well, I know Sandow is going to cash in on Cena leading to the feud between the two. Most likely at Survivor Series. I've been banking on Sandow cashing in on Survivor Series since Cena was announced the Challenge Del Rio Survivor Series. So I'm looking forward to that. If Sandow cashes in the Survivor Series, I called it first. I don't care what anyone else says, I called it first. But, solid match. I mean, I'm not going to go into details because it's, when you watch it, it's a good wrestling match. It's a good solid wrestling match, so I don't feel like I need to explain every spot. But yeah, good stuff there from Cena and Del Rio. Surprisingly, a good one-on-one match without a stipulation added to it, so good job, you guys. Next, we have the Divas Championship, AJ Lee versus Brie Bella. I'm not going to go into detail in this match either because there's not really much to talk about. It's just a Divas match. AJ ended up retaining when Tamina tried to interfere. Nikki beat up Tamina. Brie tried to hit AJ with the knee in the corner, but AJ ducked, and then she ended up hitting Nikki, and then AJ locked in the Black Widow for not the pin, but Brie Bella tapped out. So, Nikki and Brie feud coming. Don't know. Let's wait and see. Well, no one probably cares what to see, so I guess we'll have to wait and find out. But yeah, this is your average Divas title match. Next, we had a backstage segment with the primetime players. They're playing WWE 2K14. They're playing it. Out comes Bob Backlund, screaming and yelling like he usually does. Titus acknowledges, saying, "Why are you so sweaty for? You just got a gym or something?" But we all know Backlund was screaming his head off. That's why he's all sweaty. And they actually did the PTP dance, all three of them. So that was just like to see. And then we go on to the main event. Hell in a Cell match for the vacant WWE Championship. Bryan versus Randy Orton with special guest referee Shawn Michaels. This match was a really good match. I don't think it was great, but it was definitely a really good match. For whatever reason, I think it's because of the way that their working conditions are under for Bryan and Randy Orton. I think their Night of Champions match was great. I thought their Battleground match was pretty good. This match was just really good. They haven't really put on a great, solid match they should be doing, because if you go back to their Raw match, their street fight from, I think it was a week after Payback on Raw, they had an awesome street fight. And that match is yet to be topped in my eyes. I think it's just because of the working conditions, the storyline-wise, with Battleground, they had to do that, no contest finish with a big show. And then here you had to deal with Triple H and Shawn Michaels interfering. I think if you were to put Randy Orton and Bryan in the ring by themselves with nothing, just let them go at it, they'd put on a phenomenal main event match in my eyes. But for whatever reason, they have been doing it just because of the working conditions, in my opinion. This match was, nothing against these guys. I'm not bringing it down saying it's a bad match. It was really good, but it wasn't what it should have been. That's what I'm trying to say. But definitely a great match still. Not great, but really good. There's a difference between great and really good, I think. I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass now. I look like an idiot. So, I should probably stop this, but I'm on the last match. I'm not going to restart this video. But they put on a solid match, solid main event match. It was kind of slow at the beginning, they're going at it, nice and back and forth action. Bryan just really going at it at the beginning of the match. Then Orton just being Orton, hitting some suplexes, hitting some DDTs, just hitting his signature moves. They eventually brought in his steel chair. Bryan, I think he thought it was a chairs match because he was throwing every chair possible in the ring. And there was a point where Shawn Michaels had to tell him, "Yo, you need to stop," because he was throwing so many chairs in there. Bryan didn't care, kept throwing them in there. Beat the holy hell out of Orton with the chairs. Then Orton, it would have been sick if it would have happened, but what happened was, because Bryan was throwing the chairs in the ring, he had them all in the middle of the ring. Orton went to the suplex off the top rope under the chairs. Orton does it, but he completely missed. So, I mean, it was still a sick spot, but it would have been sicker, if that's even a word, if Orton hit Bryan on the steel chairs. But, thank God he didn't, because that probably would have been really painful for both of them. But, it would have been a sick spot if they would have hit the chairs. But yeah, this match, there's nothing to talk about. Shawn Michaels just, being Shawn Michaels. Triple H comes out towards the end of the match saying, "Shawn, what are you doing? You should have counted 3, because Bryan kicked out. Triple H was pissed, and Shawn said, "Hey, it was a 2 count." And then Triple H and Shawn were arguing outside. Orton had to pin down. Shawn didn't count it because he was arguing with Triple H. And then, Shawn's arguing with Triple H again. Shawn takes a ref bump because Bryan kicked Orton into Shawn, and Shawn, got taken down. And then, just big clusterfuck ends up spearing out to where, Shawn's down. Triple H is getting in the ring with Doc Samson. They get in the ring checking on Shawn, but Bryan has Orton for the pin. But Shawn isn't counting because he's knocked down, and Bryan's trying to get Shawn up. Triple H throws Bryan, saying, "Get the hell off my friend." Triple H trying to get Shawn up, turns around. Bryan just knees Triple H right in the face. Shawn gets up, super kicks Bryan. He's like, "Ah, man, I don't know what I just did. I don't know. I don't care." Orton pins Bryan. Shawn's like, "Should I count it? Should I? I don't know. Fuck it. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is your new WWE champion." Okay. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to argue it. I'm going to wait to see what Orton has in store for Survivor Series. I mean, his match, where he's defending it one-on-one, or if they do the Survivor Series match I pitched in a video a couple days ago. I'm going to wait and see what happens, because I don't want to throw a gasket out Bryan isn't champion when, for all I know, he's winning the title of Survivor Series. I don't want to do that. I'm going to wait. But, yeah, just ending, I don't know what to think of it. Just, I don't know. I'm going to wait and see. And, yeah, that was my review. Not a very good review. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments. I'm always negative on my videos, in case you haven't noticed. So please let me know how my review was in the video if you watched the whole thing. How long is this video, actually? 19 minutes. I highly doubt any of you watched this whole thing, but if you did, kudos to you. And yeah, I'm out, guys. Thank you for watching the video if you did.